Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? You already know what it is. It's your man, Papazoe, man. This is a very special show today. I got my man, co-host with me. Co-host, what's happening, man?
What's up? Walker's in the building. You know how we do it, man.
Already. Hey, listen, like I said, this is a special show. You feel me? Man, I'm not doing no introducing. He gonna have to introduce himself and his queen. Talk to him.
Yo, this your main man, Blaze Carter, Santonio Carter, co-founder of the King Carter Youth Foundation.
What's up?
And Monica Carter, the founder of the King Carter Youth Foundation.
That's what it is. You already know before we take off, you know you gotta pop that black one. That black one ready for you to pop, man.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. Walk
easy.
Last
time I popped, you heard me? Yeah, shit all across the building.
Oh, we gonna do the B&B thing. You know me, I'm water man. I'm the water boy. Let's call me the water man. How many cups we get?
We got 1, 2, 3.
3.
I ain't drinking.
Yeah, you know how you going.
There you go.
It is nice and clean.
Nice and clean.
You ain't make no mess like last time, you know? You get the okay, right there, half and half.
Half and half. Roll, put a cup of roll good.
Yeah, when you get in, he'll fix his own cup.
Yeah, okay, definitely. Right, yeah.
Adrian, you have to say Adrian Hill. What?
So how can I just say
what? You know that boy drink.
That's why I got a Sprite.
I'll take mine without ice.
Oh, you think you're...
without ice.
Okay, all right. Now get that to Adrian. Get that to Adrian. Here you go, Adrian.
Just pour
Take that ice out.
Okay.
She like that.
Yeah, okay.
I want the bamboo.
Alright,
Nah, she like that no ice type shit.
Yeah? Put that.
Don't even no chase.
Yeah.
Oh, she still mentioning it also.
We get in the spot, I can get let me get a Patron and lime and a double shot of Patron.
Yeah.
They give me the double and get her the Patron with lime until I turn that shit around and they be like, oh. Every time they be like, oh, this one for her? Yeah, this one for her.
Get over and put it in there. So she wanted no eyes.
You know, I ain't no.
Yeah, you ain't no mixologist.
You know I ain't no mixologist.
You ain't no mixologist.
I used to get drunk.
Yeah, you ain't no mixologist. You know, you ain't that. Yo, hey man.
Yeah, we got.
Appreciate you for coming back.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? For real. I need you to come back because I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you a whole hour. You feel me? Just to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
You know, just to talk. I need you to just speak. You know what you got going on. You and your wife and your kids and your situation. You know, it's a situation I don't like to talk about. I like for you to talk about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It hits me.
Right.
You feel me? You know, but hey, just take off, man. Talk to me.
You know, February 20th, 2016, we lost our son, King Carter, the senseless gun violence. Some young kids was on Facebook going live. I didn't even know about a damn Facebook Live at the time in 2016.
Right.
It was quite frankly new at the time. It just had to drop where you could go live on Facebook. But they going out on Facebook Live. My wife at work. You feel what I'm saying? I'm before we got the printing shop, I was doing shirts out the crib. We been had the business and the clientele. We just never had a location. I'm doing them out the crib. My son asked me for $1. Client just came and ordered some shirts and gave me like a stack of ones. Like they paid me in ones. Like
it was at the strip club.
You heard me. Yeah, paid me in ones. So my son asked me for $1. I just reached in and gave him $3. He walked outside, heard all the gunshots, ran outside to find my son in the pool of blood. Had to make the call to my wife what happened. Had to call my mother what happened. And we here today knowing out of one king came many. We raising the kingdom. We done had 3 more kids out of the kingdom. Never could replace, but we done had royalty. We done had Queen first, with Queen 5, Royalty 4, and Prince 1. So we continue to build the kingdom up, not only our kingdom, the kingdom of Dade County, the kingdom of Miami, the kingdom of Florida, the kingdom of the United States, uplifting and embracing kids all over the place. It's deeper than our zip code. It was before King, it was before Jada, and it's gonna be after King and after Jada. When I speak of Jada, I'm speaking to Jada Page. You're speaking to young females who lost their lives to the senseless gun violence. They wasn't the first, and unfortunately, they not the last. However, we doing our most and putting our tokens in them, making decrease in the gun violence as much and advocating to it as much as we can.
What keeps you going though? What keeps you going?
Obligation, feeling obligated. If I don't do this, I literally go crazy. You might be riding to your next show and I might be by the Popeyes coming up the street with a fucking hat flip like, let me get some change. You're like, damn, I just interviewed Blaze 2 weeks ago. Like, and he seemed so strong, and the one before that, we was vibing, drinking the B&B. Now I'm like, you feel what I'm saying? And then that only happened if I stopped catering and uplifting the kids. If I just sit down and be selfish with my life and just worry about my household, I might end up on the corner asking for change and like I'm going fucking crazy. So with that being said, it's therapeutic. It's needed. Well, our obligation, like, I'm speaking for me and my wife. I can shut up and she can talk. She'll tell you the same thing. And it's not based on one gender, like just the males. It's for the males and the queens. But however, if you teach a king to be it rightly and raise him to be a king, he gonna know how to treat a queen. He gonna know how to embrace a queen and raise his kingdom up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts. Queen, what keeps you going?
Just, like seeing other kids when they get to the point where I never see Kingdom. Like, his life was cut short when he didn't even finish the first grade. So just being able to see other kids to finish the first grade, to see them graduate, to see them have a prom, to see them have a first kid or either finish college like that means something to me. I'm like, wow, like me and my husband, we helped them along the way. You understand what I'm saying? They only just don't stop there. And at first when it happened, I was just like, God, like, why me? And I was numb to the fact. It took me a long time to take in that, wow, my son is really gone. He not coming back. It took me a long time to get rid of his clothes, to just to be like, it's over with. But then I turn back around and look at all these kids that we pour so much love into King. And when I meet a kid his age, like, I'm hungry, like, got you hungry, like that does something to me. So I just feel that's like, if I gotta be a mother to 20 million kids, that's okay with me.
You gonna be it.
That's okay with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then and I have my kids at home, you know?
Right.
And me raising them at home, so it's just like, it's non-stop with us. I go, my sister, she's at mama, she's saying like, how can you do it? Like, you going, getting the kids ready, you got to go to a meeting, you leaving from here, whatever, you still being home. Like, how do you do it? And she said, I'm sitting here being selfish, complaining about nothing. I'm not really going through nothing. You don't lost your kid, you still here standing in the paint, I don't see you push out 3 other kids, like, what it is, I was like, man, that's God. Because when I lost my kid, I always tell him, like, like, I used to say, why me? Now I used to say, like, why me?
Why you? Right.
And then now I'm saying, like, why not me?
Yeah.
Because who else could have did it? Who else could have did it the right way?
But to chime in on what she said, meeting 6-year-old kids at a church who say their biological father, them molesting them.
Oh,
like, our son was murdered at 6. So me being obligated, like, before my son passed, I had the keys to my church. I'm cleaning the church, cleaning the pew. I'm taking the kids there, letting them do their homework, letting them play on the drums, turning on the mic, just letting them have fun in the church. So I've been doing this work. King was with me. He was with me along the journey, doing all this work. So to meet a kid 6 years old in the church who said this, and I'm asking God, like, work, use him. So he been using me before the death of my son. However, when he passed, it just highlighted and put a microscope on our livelihood, on our everyday living. So with that being said, meeting the kid at 6 years old saying his father raping him, me and my homeboy, you know what I mean? We street dudes. Yeah. We in the church helping doing this is our transition. We here to change ourselves, like, we know how to. So hearing this from a jit, we want to pull him to the cut and say, man, write your address on this paper. You got some headphones, put them on tonight and leave the door unlocked. We on that type of time. Like, me and my dog had to cry in the church. Like, my son was murdered at 6. So to hear a 6-year-old going through this with his biological father, yet should be going through this with anybody. But your biological father, you know what I mean, torturing you like this, and like we want to do you something. Like we want to do you something. So again, we crying out to God like we asking for the work. But you already know how you done tested me. How you done test me again in this way with a 6-year-old who not biologically mine, but I feel obligated to protect him as in such.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So to hit it like dog.
Like that.
And there's more stories. One little girl killed herself.
What?
She hung herself, 12 years old. She wasn't under our watch, but we were looking out for her. Going through the same thing, biological father touching on her. And these ain't siblings, but this just let me know it's more than one sick ass nigga under the sun. To my knowledge, it's 2 of them, but it's more. I'm talking about to my exact knowledge that I know of. It's 2 of them. It's 2 of them, but it's more. You feel what I'm saying? So and these kids see gold teeth, they see hair, they see tattoos, they see her dressing, and they see her plaits, and they see it's relatable. Like they can relate. So they break down, they open, they don't even tell their mothers, their custodial parents, whoever raising them, and their crib uncles. And at our program, we done embedded mentorship and youth counseling. We ain't started with that. We were just on fashion, audio engineering, video engineering. But now youth counseling and mentorship is needed more than any of that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I wanted to ask you that, but before, like you said, you was a street dude and everything with your son. What kind of had you transitioning to start doing that? Even when you was before your son passed away, even before you was doing that, like what gave you that decision? When you made that decision to say, well, let me start doing this type of stuff. Let me start like helping more of the community.
Having a son, I always wanted a son. You feel what I'm saying? So having a son, and then when he a baby, I'm saying, man, when telling my wife when he start walking, he mine. You ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
So when he started walking, he with me. He was the youngest kid on the park playing football. He with me. So with that being said, I'm getting attached to other little kids. My kids just friendly. They got big love, big souls. So they attract more kids. So now I'm a guardian. I'm a goddaddy. I'm up to. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, all these kids at my crib. I'm not sloppy trapping, but I'm known to keep 6 pounds on the counter, different flavors. Come and get this shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? What you want? My shit was a dispensary. So now I got all these kids. I got to conduct myself properly and accordingly. So I went to hire shit till 2 weeks before my son died. I hadn't got a load in. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to cut out. And I had to cut out against the wall. One of my dogs came in. My son pulled the big ass bag with all the pounds from that and telling my dog, "Yo, my daddy back. And bro, and then I smiled. And in the same token, it fucked me up. I smiled, but in the same token, it fucked me up. Damn. My dude sharp, he watching me like I gotta do something more for him not to be saying we back, my daddy back. He done grabbed the work and saying, my daddy, like what? You done overheard the conversation and said, I'm thinking you outside, but you on the other side of the door, you hear me, you pillow talking, now you saying my daddy back and pulling him. And that
so sharp, so I'm paying attention to everything.
It was bittersweet. It was bittersweet, you feel what I'm saying? But it was more bitter because I done been through the era 5'8" 15. I was raised in, you feel what I'm saying? Right. My big homies, you feel what I'm saying, John Doe trying to get back on the streets as we speak right now. So exactly. I learned firsthand the errors and seen shit like what they went through not to go through. This Mickey Mouse ass time with the internet can't raise you, and it ain't really no traps on the corner. It ain't really no niggas who got 24-hour traps. They got not glorifying it, but you ain't seeing what I seen to learn the steps and to get the headaches and the heartbreaks at a young age. So I ain't gonna be here forever. So if you learn this shit and get in this game for some shit you seen your daddy do, and you get swallowed because you on your first encounter of some reality, you get swallowed. I done shook and shuffled. You feel what I'm saying? But you might not have that grace in the streets like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to think accordingly, man, and move accordingly.
Shout out the road, man. Shout out the road.
He showed up, show up and I know he gonna show out. You heard? How long you and your wife been together, man?
Right now we've been together 20 years, 21 years. We 38. We knew each other since we were 3.
Oh.
We went to elementary school together, middle school, all that.
Yeah.
High school, she went to Jackson. I'm a boy though. You feel me? We parted ways for. Then we met back up. You heard what I'm saying?
Reconnected.
Yeah, but we knew each other our whole life. From when our mothers used to go at the same wash house too.
Right.
I used to split $1 with her. You feel me?
Yeah.
Back, with $1. Well, we used to be at the wash house sitting on 62nd and 22nd, and the cars riding by. That's my car, man. That car. You feel what I'm saying? And with that $1, I could get 2 quarter juices and 2 bags of chips, or 2 quarter juices, or 2 little Debbie cakes, or however we did it. I been splitting my. It been 50-50. This shit been 50-50, like literally. You feel what I'm saying?
Since you was what?
So we were look, this shit been 50-50. So what I be seeing the comments on Facebooks and the posters like, how y'all feel about the 50-50 shit? Like sometimes I ain't had $1. You feel what I'm saying? My mama I done showed out. I ain't getting your ass nothing, but you come to watch.
She get
and sit your ass down.
She get $1.
Like,
She busted down.
And that shit come together the day just like that.
Yeah.
When I ain't got the 50 cent, guess who got it?
She got it.
Man, that shit come together the day just like that.
That's a blessing.
That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
I'm telling you, that's a
I
blessing.
love that. I love that 50-50. Me and the wife, we 50-50. Goddamn it. Ooh, man, listen. You know, I seen like you had a post up, and I seen where you had a bunch of kids like farming, like like planting vegetables. And I know I left a comment on that, man. It's just when I watch you, me, we met each other a while back.
While back.
You feel me? And to know, like, it hurts me to know that what happened to you. But when I see you giving back with those kids, and I'm like, man, I'd be so proud, man. And I think I had left a message. I think I had left a comment on that. It's like, man, that made me proud. You know what I'm saying? To see you doing what you're doing.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And man, all I can say, man, keep going, dog. Keep going. Keep being a positive role model to these kids.
That's what I've been
You know
saying, bro. That's what I've been saying. Nigga gonna keep going, keep pushing. We don't try. One thing about me and my wife, we don't try. We doers. If we take all the energy or every penny in our pocket, we execute. Get behind our doorknob and fall out behind the doorknob. You ain't gonna see it though. You feel what I'm saying? Open up the door. When you see us coming out the next day, chest up. You know what I'm saying? She done greased the edges down. And we moving.
Hey, do you ever get like frustrated? Because there's so many kids and you want to save them all.
A lot.
But you can't do it. And it's only one you, it's only one hurt.
I get frustrated, like, I'm with all the challenges. I want the worst of the worst, and I want all the kids. We ain't denying none. However, it be only be a challenge when it comes to funding. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to funding. You got a lot of politics, you feel what I'm saying? When it comes to a lot of P's.
Yeah.
A lot of P's. And when I say P's, usually P's got power.
Yeah.
And when I speak of P's of power, I'm talking about police, principals, politicians, pastors, name it. And they'll get it and tell you give you some sweet talk and don't walk the walk. You feel what I'm saying? Leaving us to bear the financial burdens of seeing about the kids, and we ain't tripping. We got a printing shop. You feel what I'm saying? That's how we started off, teaching kids how to start their own clothing line, because a lot of kids get picked on simply by what they wear. They can't afford clothes.
Facts.
So we get them in there to create their own shit. Nigga, you got swag, got people in you. You feel what I'm saying? You got it.
Yeah.
Come up with a name. What's your name? Do your initials. What's your favorite animal? An eagle. What's your favorite color? Gold. Get a gold eagle. Put your initials right there.
That's your own.
Rocking. That's
your
you.
own stuff.
Now they selling it to their family, their friends, their peers, they merch on our website. They making money off that shit, and they loving it. You feel what I'm saying? And we don't open up the avenues. Y'all boys get one of them brochures. We don't open up the avenues. We doing more at the King Carter Youth Foundation. We doing aviation, like Big Bro said. We doing agriculture. We doing video engineering, audio engineering.
That's what's up there, man.
We doing a lot with the youth, bro. And like I say, the only thing in frustration is when it comes to funding. Because we gonna see about the kids. It don't matter what time of day. I don't know how God wired us up. And like, they don't give a damn. You can wake us up out of our sleep. We coming. Ain't no kid should go hungry. Ain't no kid should go without being heard. These kids be going to deaf ears living in a house full of people. Will be crying right in their face and nobody on here because they worry about the fires dropping or the bottles. You get 2 for $300 at the and they let 6 of us in and like they worry about the wrong shit, bro. I done transition like a mom. We don't even go out no more. Yeah. If we go out, we'll bounce out to a comedy club or you'll catch us at Chuck E. Cheese all the time. At the Black Circus all the time. At the somewhere involved with the kids.
With a bunch of kids.
We there, and I'm the same person, moving accordingly, but you'll get your ass whooped in any one of them places. Like in any one of them places. Fun Zone, Chuck E. Cheese, you'll get your shit.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
For the kids. I'm willing to go all the way left about the kids.
Yeah.
Because if I go all the way left, guess where I'm gonna end up? On the right side.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome, man. We got to get our kids back. We got to get them focused. Because we don't get these kids focused now. That generation that come, we're gonna be dead.
And that's why we scared as parents for our younger. We got 3 of them under 5 and younger. Yeah. We got to be here. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of my homies I don't even conversate with. You feel what I'm saying? It's love. It ain't no pressure, but how you moving? Like you ain't moving on my alignment. Yeah. You ain't got to be on my beat. However, I'm talking about putting fatherhood, health, generational wealth and perspective. Like if you still on some shorty shit, I can't even be affiliated with rock.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, what he experiencing and going through, it seems like. You know how she mentioned earlier, it's like, well, why you were saying, why you, then why not you?
Yeah.
Then it seemed like God just chose them.
And I mean, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it always been said, like, they ain't nothing, like, the original is better than the copy, you know?
You feel me? So it's like, hey man, you gotta just, I mean, he doing it. It's like, and the thing is, he don't have to try hard to do it.
It's in you, man. It's in you.
It's embedded in them.
Yeah, it's in you, especially after the experience you guys went through as a parent. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's like, it's in you. You see, it's like the kids is everything.
Yeah, the kids is everything.
The kids is everything. The kids the future, man. They're the future. You know what I'm saying?
But if we don't be here to protect them, like, and raise them right and guide them and better with morals, discipline, manners, like, shit's gonna go crazy. I be scared for my kids. Like I have shit pop in my mind that ain't even true. Like I be tripping sometimes, bro. That's why I gotta keep myself calm and keep myself surrounded by like-minded, loving individuals who ain't. I don't want to talk negative. I don't want to hear that negative shit because it's easy for a nigga to spiral fast that way. And then the temperature gauge is 0 or 100. All you niggas probably could say. The other niggas set their shit to 65 because and nobody could spare you. Like on my time, like ain't nobody could save you because we shouldn't even got here. You feel what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't even, ain't nobody could save you. So that's why I move accordingly. I stay loving. You understand what I'm saying? I want to love. I don't want to hurt. However, you get your ass hurt interfering with this love.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful who you let in within your spirit.
That's why it's all about identification. Once you identify, you move accordingly.
Especially when you got this going on, it's a certain standard.
Right, and everything doesn't need to respond. Like it was, you know, something came up this week and I got my husband and I was like, man, it'll be all right. We good over there.
And that's a blessing.
Don't
You need that in
feed
your ear.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, is that if something happens to
It calms down quick.
it's like who's going to protect our household?
Exactly.
Our foundation, what we build up with our sweat and our tears. You get what I'm saying? Like who's going to protect us then? Now I gotta gather all the kids up. We gotta go see you every weekend. Sometimes on this shutdown, you can't come see them today. I don't want to go through that. So no, so every time like, no, I don't have to make him like, you know, because some women, you see some guys get into it because they're women. Go at him, go get him. No, calm down, man.
Right
it's
there.
okay, back up. Because I know the person that you are. Sometimes I don't even tell him certain stuff. Sometimes I don't want him to hear certain things because I know what type of person that he is. This is with him. It's not finna happen. It's gonna happen. So to avoid all that, let it go, babe.
You got to.
Back up.
You got more to lose.
It's all right.
At the end of the day, you gonna have more to lose.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because you the influencer.
True.
You the influencer now. You feel me? So it's like all eyes on you. Yeah, it's easy to snap and go off on somebody.
Because that's what they want.
And I'm
to
knowing, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
They can know me Big Bleak. People know Blaze Carter.
Yeah.
My name's
Yeah,
Antonio
you know
Carter.
that when I say your name,
The news ain't gonna say none of that shit. There's some shit going on.
No.
They gonna say the father of King Carter.
King Carter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
knowing that.
All the good is
And
out
I'm
the door.
knowing that.
And it's like all the stuff that we have built up is going to
Oh,
tear
yeah,
everything
yeah,
down.
it's
It's
all
not like
good, yeah,
not
they
going to be
make-
one affiliated with us. Like it's not, like I told him all the time. A rumor go further than the truth. You kill yourself trying to make sure everybody make sure that it's true. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like let it go. We'll be all right. We've been all right for forever. This is gonna go on forever and ever to the God forbid if he go or I go.
We don't weather the storms. Like motherfuckers that said the worst shit about us. Like you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna keep
They
on
done said the worst shit.
keep-
Like
This
he
is
sacrificed
their
his son. Her dumb ass still will. You know, I proposed at the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I proposed at the funeral, bro.
Yeah.
I got to like about 4 or 5 days before King death. We went to IHOP, and you know how you can make a ring out of $1.
Yeah.
I made a ring out of $1 while we were sitting at the table waiting on the pancakes. And me making a ring out of $1, I'm putting it on his finger. He was like, "You putting it on my finger? When you gonna marry my mama?"
Oh.
Bro, I didn't even think he could articulate and talk to me and know.
And how old he was?
He was 6 years old. I didn't know he could talk like this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. I say, man, I'm gonna marry her. He fucked me up. I'm gonna marry her. It's gonna happen. I get.
You don't put me out
I'm
there.
like, yeah. I'm like, it's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? And the death, and then he died like 4 days later. You feel what I'm saying? So that morning of the funeral, I told my homie, I said, but ride with me real quick. I called my jeweler. I say, boy, what time you open? What's going on? I say, man, I need you to open early. I want to propose to my wife today. I want to buy a ring. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, ain't the funeral? I say, man, yes. Yes. He gave me condolences. I bought the ring. You feel what I'm saying? I told my homeboy, I told the pastor, hey, give me a second give me a minute. I got something I want to say. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know everybody grieving. We grieving. Like, ain't nobody going to miss him like you don't miss him. Long little King Carter I ever been. I want to ask you, will you marry me? You feel me? Church went crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Church went crazy, bro. And the nigga ain't do that for no brownie points to see. A nigga knew, like, my son was there spiritually.
Yeah.
His flesh there in the casket, the body there, he there spiritually. So in a sense, with me, he there in the whole.
Exactly.
Like I say, in a sense, with me. So I say, since I made that promise to my son, and he here, like, because after the day, once he go into the ground, ashes to ashes to dust, the flesh no longer with us. He'll be always here spiritually.
Right.
But while he here in a sense to me, spiritually and flesh, I'm gonna propose. I'm gonna let you know, son, I wasn't bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I was gonna do this anyway, however, we gonna do this now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it did it now. Everybody, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm sorry for your loss. While walking out the church with my son, everybody smiling like, congratulations. It turned into a congratulations.
Congratulations.
But some people, that dumbass bitch said yeah at the fucking funeral. How the fuck she
But
say
at
yeah?
this point, it don't even matter what they think or say.
I'm just letting you. Yeah, it don't.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Fuck
He's
that.
not
That
I don't even see y'all right now.
He's still throwing the attack.
Yeah,
He's still trying to attack no matter what you do.
said, yeah, he was up there reading off of paper. He was up there. I heard they wasn't even staying together. They wasn't even really.
I'm glad
Who paid for the funeral? Like I was like, oh shit! like, bro, we got so much.
Hey man, just attack after attack. Just bullets in the chamber.
Attack after attack.
The devil don't like to see, you know.
My son was killed February 20th. I had a project with Ball Greasy, Mike Smith, all of the niggas who was up and riding doing their thing out of Miami dropping February 23rd. I was already done dropping February 23rd. My son was killed February 20th.
Cause I still got the video with him packing the envelopes back.
He helped me when I did the album listening party when I gave away CDs and book bags and pressed up shirts and shit. My son was doing it with me. However, the media put it together. His son killed on the 20th. He got a project dropping on the 23rd. Illuminati. He sacrificed his son. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn, bro. Hurt my heart. I ain't want to do music no more. I ain't even want to like.
And to hear him say that, and I never brought it to his attention, but like during the time we was going through that, like some of the women was having so much negative stuff to say. So my mom and my family, his family, him and my mom, his mom and my mom, they like this.
Right.
So they just like, get off of it. Don't feed into it. But you know, every year on Facebook, it comes up. You see some of it.
Yeah.
But I kid you not. And when I tell women all the time, be mindful what you say. Because some half of them women, they have them buried their kid. They going through the same pain that we are going through.
Mm-hmm.
You sit up here and you say certain stuff about people, you better be mindful what you say. Because you never know when they hit your front door.
And we still here for those.
You will never know how that experience when you don't have lost your child.
When the comments come, like,
That you
we
have, like the child that you have birthed.
Who done open
And
their
when
mouth.
people doesn't know it, what actually happened. When I'm the type of person, if I don't know what actually happened, I could send my condolences to you.
That's it.
Even if your son was out there gaming or whatever, he's dead too, somebody still out there love him. And it always be like that. But I tell them all the time, be very mindful of what you say, because you will never know when that hurt to hit your front door.